Yo, what's going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped back for another OPTC video, and today we are talking about the new KIZUNA Clash that's coming out against Koala. Got my team sort of ready to go for you guys. They should be able to get you guys to level 50 in around 100 mil or above. I haven't yet tested them in calculators and stuff like that. I've sort of just looked up what, like what's boosted and who gets cooldowns and what units will work best to beat the certain stages in the debuffs. The teams I have for you guys, they're all fairly fast. They're all fairly reliable, and they should get you guys fairly high up in the KIZUNA Clash. So if you guys have any questions about them, please slap your comments in the comment section below. Any replacements, anything like that, let me know. I'll surely look into it for you guys and see if there's anything else you can do or any other supports that you might be able to use instead, especially in those early stages if you're only looking at getting to around level 30 or something like that. So against KIZUNA Clash Koala, Marco and Ace limit break materials are going to be back again. I think they're only in the final box though. So we have the assistance quests for Imperial Ivankov Neo. Okay, that's interesting. But the big one here is we actually get a Perispero support unit. So we get them back. That's pretty cool. So that's always nice as well. What does it mean by that? The useful abilities. KIZUNA Clash Assistance Quest is also here. Oh, so there's a Ivankov that you can get that has useful abilities for the KIZUNA Clash. I think he's just really good for the int variation, but the team that I had for you guys doesn't really utilize him too much. Might be able to utilize him too much. I might have to look into that and see how I go with my team. But the team I built for the int was actually pretty solid. I was pretty happy with that team. Alright, so powered up characters. We have the new Bello Betty, we have the new Neo Ivankov, Nami and Robin, Pudding, the Nico Robin, Legend. I'm pretty sure that's the 6+. Yeah. Alvida, Tashigi, Perona, Sangoro, Jewelry Bonnie, and Rebecca and Viola. Rebecca and Viola are actually really good for the quick and the int variation, the free-to-play one from Treasure Map. If you guys don't have stuff like Big Mom, you can actually use her. Those two, they work really well. And obviously restricted characters, we can't bring Chiryu, The Rain, Bardo, Kuma. Obviously those just characters are just one-hit KO randomly, they can't be brought. So there is a Sugo Fest dropping at the same time with the new Bello Betty. I will most likely throw some multis at this, maybe two. Like I kind of really really want this Bello Betty, like really want her. Some good steps actually, like they're really making these, like they're making these juicy, but obviously like don't summon on this if you are a fully free-to-play unit. Save your gems for those 2 to 3 times Sugar Rate banners, as these units are just luxury units. Unless you're making content or something like that, I wouldn't go for this. Or if you just like, I mean, if you're a WoW, well, go for gold. But 5 multis and you get guaranteed Bello Betty. Like that's actually pretty enticing. The Bello Betty unit is fairly good, not only for this KIZUNA but just in general. Like really good. So rate boosted Sugos, Vivi Becker, really good. Honestly, wow. Okay. Rate boosted Sugo Fest exclusives. If these are the only rate boosted Sugos, and you do 10 multis, you could get Whitebeard Marco. That's a bit sad. I mean, if you don't have any of these, Sire Rayleigh, that sucks. I was gonna say, like, because Int Rayleigh's so hard to get now. Like, honestly, like, new players that, like, are whaling, like, you could easily, that would have been nice. I mean, the new Katakuri and the new, Blackbeard are on there, but Nami Robin, pretty Vivi Rebecca, very good. Nami Robin's decent, Pudding's decent, Sire Rayleigh's decent, but Marco, Whitebeard Marco, really good, but, like, if you've been playing for a little while, you've got these units. The KIZUNA units are back as well. That's nice. Chopper, Monet, Akainu, Nightmare Luffy. So I'm missing Nightmare Luffy, Bello Betty, and I think Chopper. Yeah. And then obviously just all the Sugos in the game, all the limited, all the rare recruits as well. So in saying that, guys, let's have a look at the teams. Okay, so against the Int Variation, I have a Mihawk Perona hybrid team with a Bello Betty friend captain. Now, that's the best way this team will work, is with Bello Betty as a friend captain. But it could also work with the Mihawk Perona, but you just got to be careful at the end and make sure that Chopper doesn't get binded. Now, when we get to stage 2 with us Lindbergh, he gives us unmatching orbs and locks them for 3 turns. If you're rocking double Mihawk Perona, this is where you can actually drop one of the Mihawk Perona specials as Perona, obviously, and get all colors matching, so you can take out Lindbergh pretty quickly. Then we go into stage 5 against Koala. She's going to give us 8 turns of bind on a random unit and 5 turns of attack down. Now, if you're rocking double Mihawk Perona, you need to make sure that Chopper doesn't get binded. If Chopper gets binded, it's basically GG. But if you're running Bello Betty as a friend, both Chopper and Bello Betty will work in the same sort of sense, as they both remove attack down and bind. So, the way for this team to work is when you get to the final stage, you want to make sure that you're actually just in the Mihawk variation of Mihawk and Perona. That way, you can switch into Perona, obviously, to get to be the Psi unit, get the condition and the conditional boost. But not only that, we need to make sure we are Mihawks so that Law's full special will proc. Now, if you're using a Bello Betty, this is where Law comes in handy, as he changes all empty, block, bomb, recovery, G, and unfavorable slots to matching slots. So all of those unmatching slots we got from Lindbergh will become matching. If the captain is fighter, slasher, striker, or shooter, slasher is Mihawk, so 2.25 orbs, and free spirit driven, cerebral powerhouse. Driven is what Mihawk is as well, so we get a 2.5 to 3.5, 35.0 chain lock. So Law's going to work very, very well. We've got our boy Kuzan here. Kuzan's just going to rotate orbs, which are going to be matching because we are Mihawk Perona anyway, so that kind of works out well. Gives us a 2.25 attack boost. We have 2 times color affinity with Hina, and we've used Chopper to get rid of the blind and the attack down. So that should have quite a bit of damage in it. I can't imagine it being or struggling, to be honest. It'll do the most damage, obviously, with 2 Mihawk and Peronas. But the safety of Bello Betty will obviously come in handy in the early stages. Alright, so against the quick variation, I have a hybrid VV Becker and Nami Robin team for you guys. So the way this team sort of runs is we start with a full board of int orbs, thanks to the support of Tashigi. So we can switch with our Nami and Robin to store those orbs. We can then move into stage 2 against Carousel, the Crow guy. And we're going to use our Alvida special. Now, Alvida is going to remove all of the damage reduction he puts up. And she's going to boost our chain multiplier so we can get through him pretty quickly. We can also switch with Vivi Becker on this stage to get a red unit. That way we've got color affinity, and the Vivi Becker captain ability will be active a bit stronger. Moving into the final stage against Koala, she puts up 4 turns of defense up. She gives us a 5-turn chain lock. Pretty annoying. So we're going to switch back into Nami now. That'll give us a full body in orbs. We can switch in. We can use the Croc special to remove the chain lock and give us that same effect that V3 Law does with our chain multiplier. So he's going to lock our chain there. We can then switch into our VV unit. We can use Sabo here to set the will drastically reduce the defense and give us a defense up boost. Now, I was thinking about Onami for this, but I don't know. I feel like Sabo is probably going to do a little bit more damage with the color affinity, but Nami might do a little bit more, so we'll see what happens there. I'm not really phased. Just want to sort of just run it as quickly as possible in the early stages. Because we have a full body in orbs, then we can use our Tashigi special for a 2.25 attack boost, which is really, really strong. And then we can use our VV Becca special there for the color affinity. So we'll have our, and obviously we use Nami Robin for orbs. So we'll have 2.5 times orb boost, 4.5 times captain, VV Becca's interesting captain ability where we get the color affinity, which a majority of this team is, besides Tashigi, but that's where we're going to start our chain. Croc's giving us the chain lock. We've got a conditioner boost with Sabo. It should work very, very well. I imagine it's going to do over 100 mil. I imagine it will do over 100 mil fairly easily, to be honest. But we'll have to wait and see when the Kizuna runs come out. And we've got the Shark Superb here for the making perfects easy to hit and the massive attack boost. Even though we lose it over 3 turns, it's still probably the highest attacking ship we can use for this team. We also get all of our cooldowns on this team as well, something to mention as well. So that's very, very handy. And for the final variation, we have the physical koala and 2 of the Kama girls. The redhead girl and the one that looks like Sanji. So we're versing 3 units on this stage. So this is the team that we will be using. It's a pudding-led team with a Nami and Robin as a friend unit. So int, dex, and I think strength or another color, it doesn't really matter though, get their cooldowns. So we're rocking a full int team here, like I said, with a friend Nami Robin. Because we get the orbs from Tashigi's passive on stage 1, we're going to switch into Robin. And then we can stockpile those int orbs if we need them. But I don't think we need them, actually, now that I'm really thinking about it. So on stage 2, we're going to come up against Morley. Now, Morley is going to do a big death hit. So you need to make sure you can bring someone that is going to tank that death hit. So someone like Robin works really, really well here, as she obviously reduces the defense, that all damage to 0. And she gives us an attack boost to help us take out Morley. We're also going to use Sanguro here to give us a color affinity. Now, the color affinity of Sanguro is really not that important for this stage. It's more important for the last stage, because then we can use pudding to stockpile that special and use it on the final stage. If you use color affinity, you will get an interrupt. But in saying that, using pudding doesn't actually count as a color affinity, as she doesn't state anywhere that she does color affinity. So it doesn't actually trigger the interrupt, which is really, really good. Like, really, really good. So after we take out Morley, we cop that big hit. Now, if you guys don't have pudding, you can run a little different variation of this team. You can run Nami and Robin as captain and bring a friend Pudding if you have them. And then instead of bringing Ledge and Robin, you can actually bring that Kyoto Shiro unit, the swordsman from Wano. He should be able to do the damage threshold, and he should be able to tank the shot from Morley. Once we get to the final stage, we can use the pudding special. Oh, sorry. Koala is going to remove all of our orbs and give herself a defense up, I'm pretty sure. No. What do? They remove all orbs and they do something. Oh, they paralyze us. That's right. They give us a paralysis. So we can use our pudding special to give us a full bottle orbs, give us some cooldowns, and give us that color affinity that Sanguro was meant to give us. Once we have our full bottle orbs, we can use the Tashigi special to give us a 2.25 attack boost for our int units. We can use the Nami Robin special to remove the paralysis and give us an orb boost. We've got Big Mom to give us a condition, like our base stat buff and a chain lock. And with that, we should have just plenty of damage. So that team should work for a little while. It should be easily over 100 mil. I don't imagine there'll be any issues there, as Tashigi and Sanguro are boosted units as well. We get all our cooldowns on this team as well as ints boosted, as I mentioned, so that works really, really well. So I hope these teams helped you guys out. They should be able to get you guys to level 50 fairly simply. So if you did enjoy this one, make sure to hit the like button. And if you want to stay up to date with more OPTC content that I post, make sure to hit the big red subscribe button too. But guys, most importantly, enjoy your day. I thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Lights!